People familiar with the Friends of Jack Foundation know all about our Hero Bears and our superhero program in the funding of our child life specialists. One crucial service, and actually one of my favorite things that we get to do here at the Friends of Jack Foundation, is how we get to help families navigate the healthcare system.
It was on a Monday afternoon, and it was in March 2021. Jenna called me, and she was hysterical. I was just leaving, getting into my car, and I wasn't going to pick up the phone, but I did, and all I could hear in her voice was, Ava has a brain tumor, Ava has a brain tumor.
I don't know, it was almost a numbness. I felt very numb. But when I started, I remember just getting into my car and thinking I had to go get some gas, and I just drove to the gas station. I got some gas. I tried to block it out of my head, really. It was just a blur, and finally I pulled over and I broke down.
So she did come home. We all kind of hung together. It was a hard couple hours. At the end of that, everybody was settling down. They were packing. And I text Corey Lorenko, because he's a good friend and Corey knows everybody. And I remembered meeting Jill at Corey's. And I always admired her. I kept watching what she was doing, because at first I didn't understand what Friends of Jack was. And then I did understand what she did. For some reason, her name popped up in my head. And I texted Corey, and it was late, it was 10 o'clock at night, and Jill called me. And when she called me, she calmed me down, we talked, and she kept feeling that it was the same kind of brain tumor as Jack. She was diagnosed on a Monday, she went in on a Tuesday. So on that Wednesday morning, I drove up to Boston, and I was there maybe an hour, and in comes Jill. Not with one bag of toys, but 3 big bags of toys. She loved the cape, remember? Mm-hmm. She loved the cape, the teddy bears, there was dolls. They operated on Thursday, and they actually sent her home on a Sunday afternoon. They feel that the little ones do better at home. And that's all she ever said, I would go home, I go home, I go home. And it's just the whole community. We are so lucky, and we're very fortunate. And I think that's what Jill wants, is to have qualified doctors and nurses. She wants us to have better care available to the local communities, because for a long time we didn't. We had a couple of bad experiences, but unfortunately Jill was not involved, because I think she made a phone call after and somebody got her talking to. And that's how she became my guardian angel through all of this, really. My support. Sometimes I probably called her too much, but she never stopped picking up that phone. I remember waking up in the morning and she already had a text from her. And I couldn't have got through without Jill.
When I walked out of Boston Children's with Jack that day, I promised that I would do everything in my power to ensure all families have the same advantages that we did. It doesn't matter who you are or where you live, the Friends of Jack Foundation is going to do everything we can to help.